sometimes in your life you think, okay, it's time to change something. It's like, this is it. That's the exact moment when you have to change something. You start googling, what can I change for my Kawasaki Ninja400? And
a few moments later,
when my co-host finally arrived, we can talk about this. LV-10 from LeoVince, my new Ninja400 exhaust. Shall we? Hold on a minute. I've noticed some stats. Most of our viewers, they just watch the video and walk away. But you have to hit the subscribe button, you have to ring the bell and help us to build more content, honest reviews, cars, bikes, motorcycle gear, motorcycle parts. So hit the subscribe button, ring the bell and watch the newest and coolest bikes and cars and gear and motorcycle parts every single week. And now back to business, shall we? The history of LeoVince goes back to 1954, when the company was founded in the city of Turin, Italy. Today they produce exhaust systems for all types of bikes, from racing to street, off-road and even scooters. LV-10 is one of the most popular options that you can get for almost every single bike on the market. You know what? You wanna cut it? Here's a few interesting points. I'm sure you guys won't be so patient in order to open it correctly without like tearing it apart. It's a whole project right there. We got some stickers, we got warranty card, we got a lot of stuff, and the pipe. Yep, and the hardware. And now comes the exhaust. That's basically what you pay for. The slip-on exhaust, the connecting pipe, and mounting hardware. Yes, you can obviously tell it's a lightweight. By looking at the paint or welds, fit and finish, it looks really good. This is one of the least expensive exhaust systems that you can get. That's been designed in Italy and manufactured in Poland. So it's not the Chinese knockout, and yes, we're gonna talk about those people too. But the quality, fit and finish looks great. How about putting it on and see how it sounds? Yeah, we did the Chinese experiment and it did sound weird, to say the least. So now I got my friends at LeoVince sending me this nicely packed exhaust, and we're gonna throw it in, see how it sounds. I just completely forgot. This is Dennis, this is for live test drive, and I'm gonna throw it in. Shall we? For Kawasaki Ninja400 we've got two options to choose. Number one is LV-10 Black Edition, manufactured entirely from stainless steel and ceramic paint, extremely resistant to high temperatures. This is one of the options that we're installing to Kawasaki Ninja400 today. Number two would be LV-10 stainless steel, and this is the one that you would pick if you wanna match it with the rest of the pipe. There's also LV-10 titanium, which is developed in collaboration with LeoVince Racing Department and made entirely from titanium. It is 30% lighter than stainless steel, however, it's not available for Ninja400, and in my view it would be an overkill anyways. Original Ninja400 exhaust from the factory weighs about 9 pounds. Black Edition weighs only 2.7 pounds, and you can see the huge difference, performance, excitement and weight as well. You know the interesting part, they got all the hardware, but we're missing the spring tool, and I don't have one of those. I have to really try to get this spring on. Even when you don't have a tool, you can wiggle with the screwdriver. The smaller screwdriver you'll find, the easier it's gonna be. Pretty much any screwdriver will do the work. Right, now you have the spring sitting here, you have a clamp. Look, it fits right on. That's so good. Alright, that's it. Done deal. Just wipe your fingerprints with some rubbing alcohol and you'd be good to go. That's so easy. I mean, if you would compare me washing this bike and putting on this slip-on, I would probably be still somewhere between getting some water in my bucket and, you know, bringing it here. And right about now we have a sound test. Ready? That's pretty much new. Yeah, smells like a new exhaust. Exactly. And while the smoke is coming out, we all know it sounds way better than it used to be. It's very lightweight. In comparison to original exhaust, you can see the difference. And besides the sound, it just looks cool. Yeah, after I had a chance to hear this soundtrack, man, it sounds good. And I have to say, my colleague was able to ride it for a day. We recorded like 10-15 minutes riding on the street, and you can hear how good it is. Like every other exhaust, the more you ride it, the more you're used to the noise. And I would say after the exhaust warms up and after the bike warms up, it doesn't really sound like a straight pipe. But it has this pure LeoVince exhaust tone. And on the higher RPMs, when you're hitting the red line and shifting the gear, man, it sounds really good. You don't have to take my word, since you've been waiting for it. Here you go. What do you think about the LV-10 exhaust on Ninja400? Leave your comment below and we'll see you in a week.